Hey, Henrietta, why do I get the impression you're hiding your real nature from me and that you're secretly rotten to the core? Excuse me? Where the heck did that come from? I guess the kind of waste of space loser who'd marry my jerk of a big brother was never gonna be up to much. Let's face it wouldn't be that surprising if it turned out you'd committed a crime or two here and there, would it? I smell a lowlife. Damn, you scary girl. Get away from me, you psycho! Are you having fun there, getting all worked up about nothing on your own? What? Look, I know you and my brother never got along very well, but that doesn't give you any right to accuse me of imaginary crimes based on nothing but your own deluded, fantastical assumptions. Give me a break. I might not be able to prove it, but if my scumbag brother likes you, I am 100% certain you're either a criminal or some kind of weird sexual deviant. Or both. And why exactly is your brother a scumbag? Huh? Your parents wouldn't pay to put him through high school, so he got a part-time job working at a fish factory to pay for his own education. Then made it into one of America's top colleges using nothing but his own grit, hard work, and dedication. Which part of that makes him a scumbag? I don't understand what your problem with him is. I think he's admirable. He's a scumbag because he ignored our parents' pleas to work to give them money to go towards running the household instead of going to college. He was supposed to provide for us, but he didn't, that selfish jerk. Which part of selfishly ignoring his own flesh and blood to fulfill his arrogant dream of studying at some elite college for pompous jerks is admirable? Go on, I'll wait. What a shame. I feel bad for you, Caitlin. Why? You've been so spoiled and pampered by your parents, you're no longer able to discern the difference between right and wrong, good and bad, or decency and immorality. It's sad, actually. I really do feel bad for you. What? Oh, this won't do. I need to head out to do some grocery shopping soon. Oh, no, you don't, lady. I'm not letting that slide. There is nothing in the fridge, so I need to head out to the supermarket to stock up while it's still the weekend. Are you forgetting I'm the one who cooks all the food in this house? If you absolutely insist we carry on this discussion, then I'm happy to, but you should know it'll mean you going without supper. I'm not sure your parents would be very happy about that. Ugh, god damn it! Fine, you win this time. God, you piss me off. You're a scumbag just like my brother. You two are a match made in heaven. Thanks for the compliment. Ugh! All right, well, I'm heading out for groceries. Ugh, what's your deal? Henrietta, you won't be able to get inside the house anymore. I made sure of it, so don't bother coming home, okay? Huh? You can leave the groceries out by the front porch. I'll bring them in later when you're gone. Now, do a disappearing act. What are you talking about all of a sudden? I'm confused. I told the whole family all about how you went to prison twice. Excuse me? You've really lost me now, Caitlin. What are you talking about? I've never been to prison. What makes you think I care about the truth? My family believes whatever I say, so if I say you're a criminal, you're a criminal. Now get the heck out of this house, okay? While you were wandering around the supermarket without a care in the world, I messaged my entire family all about your secret past. The psycho Henrietta, who my big bro just married, has a secret criminal record she was hiding from us. She was in prison twice. She's dangerous and we have to do something. Yep, that's right. Of course I told my mom and dad, then my grandma, my aunts, uncles, you name it. The whole family knows who you really are now. Huh? Are you being serious? This isn't that kind of thing to joke about, Caitlin. Oh, you wish I was joking. I told them your first arrest got you thrown into a youth correctional facility, and the second, for theft, got you thrown in prison. Mom and Dad were livid. I've never seen anything like it. They said, that woman will never be setting foot in our house again. So don't bother coming back here, okay? Be gone, criminal scum. Oh yeah, silly me. I nearly forgot. Apparently they're gonna force you to divorce my scumbag brother. I know this must sting, but please try to understand we can't go letting criminal blood into our family, okay? At least, that's what my mom and dad said. Can you believe how gullible they are? It's fine. I can assure you your big brother isn't stupid enough to fall for something like that. You might have the rest of your family dancing to your tune, but I promise you we won't be divorcing. Oh, I don't know, Henrietta. I wouldn't be so sure. Even if he doesn't believe me, do you really think he's gonna accept a life of constantly being shamed and attacked for being the black sheep of the family who married a criminal? I bet he'll hate it, but he'll have no choice but to divorce you. Why would you do this? Isn't it obvious? Because I want to steal everything my scumbag brother holds dear and make sure he lives a life of constant and unending, torturous, soul-wrenching despair, misery, regret, and unhappiness. Wow, this got dark real fast. Just the mere fact that he exists alone makes me livid. How dare he, that asshole? I wish he'd just hurry up and move the hell out of this house. Why does he insist on hanging around for so long when it's clear I don't like him? Oh my god, Caitlin, you're... What? Actually, forget it. All right, I get it. Fine, I'll leave. Of course, I don't have a criminal record, but there's no sense in carrying on living with a bunch of people who despise me and won't believe a word I say. That's right, I see you got the hint quickly. You're the garbage of society. Die.
Henrietta, my little sister did the unthinkable. I can't believe she'd do this while I was away. I'm so sorry.
Calvin, I was gonna message you about this whole thing. Sorry. I take it you heard what happened then?
Yeah. Where are you right now?
I'm gonna spend tonight at that business hotel near the station, so don't worry about me. I'm fine.
I see. Alright, got it. But seriously, I can't believe Caitlin told my whole family you have a criminal record. She's really gone and done it this time, that psycho. No one in my family knows me and you have been friends since elementary school, which I guess could have something to do with why they believe her. Still though, I'm shocked she managed to get them wrapped around her little finger so easily. But my grandma has your back. She didn't buy it for 1 second, so don't worry.
Yeah, I figured she wouldn't. The only reason you still didn't move out of the family home is out of worry for your grandma, right? She always did have your back. She's an amazing woman.
Yeah, but I had no idea me sticking around would end up causing you so much trouble. I feel awful.
It's fine. I married you and moved in there knowing full well what your sister could be like. I will have something to do about my current situation, but it's not like I'm mad at you or anything.
Well, about that. We got the all clear from my grandma on that thing we discussed before.
Wow, really? That was fast. I was sure it'd take at least a few more months.
Well, in truth, that's how long this kind of thing usually takes. But apparently my grandma made a call to a certain individual, had that individual call in a few favors with someone else, and what do you know? All the hurdles in our way suddenly disappeared. She says we'll be able to get things started this weekend.
Wow, that's great news. Just when I thought I couldn't love your grandma anymore. I see. That really is soon, huh? Just a little longer.
Right? I know things will probably be a little awkward for you until then, but it'll all be worth it, babe. Stay strong.
I'll be fine. Let's do this. I'm having such an amazing time in this house without you here to pollute the atmosphere, you stinky loser. I heard my scumbag big bro will be packing his bags and getting the hell out soon too. Yippee! Woohoo! As far as I can tell, he hasn't been messaging you either. Seems like my prediction was right. It's divorce for you two, isn't it? I knew telling the whole family you were a criminal was the right thing to do. Yay! Die, criminal scum! Everything's going just as I planned it. Even I'm a little surprised. This really is a blast. With this, I'm surely set to live the rest of my life on easy mode. What's going on? Ugh, what is this? Answer the goddamn heckin' phone! It's been a while, Caitlin. Did you want to talk to me about something? Was it by any chance the criminal charges I filed against you? Obviously! What the hell do you think you're playing at? Haven't you heard? When you make slanderous claims with no basis in reality against someone, you face a maximum sentence of 3 years or a fine of up to $4,000. What? What are you talking about? Oh, I don't know. You think maybe it could have something to do with you spreading lies about me being a twice incarcerated criminal? Who would have thought that what you were doing is classified as slander? What? I heard about how you carried on spreading your vicious lies about me to everyone in the neighborhood after I moved out. You would have caused me huge amounts of trouble eventually if I let you carry on. You left me no choice but to file criminal charges against you so you'd understand the severity of what you're doing. It's time you were taught a few lessons about life, Caitlin. Wait a sec, you have got to be kidding me. If you want me to drop the charges, I suggest you come up with a reasonable offer and settlement money. If I feel it's enough to make up for the psychological distress you've caused me, and I'm feeling kind, I may just consider accepting it. What? Henrietta, what the hell is this crap? When I tried to sell my mom and dad's house to come up with your damn money, they told me it had already been put up for sale and that a buyer had been found months ago? Explain this crap now! What use is there in demanding an explanation from me? It wasn't me who put the house up for sale. It was the owner of the house, your grandma. What? My grandma? Wait a sec, I thought this house belonged to my dad. Oh, that's strange. I heard it was your grandma who inherited the house when your grandpa passed away. Are you being serious? Well, yeah, duh. How would your grandma have been able to go through the sale procedures if it wasn't hers? Oh my God, no way. But if I can't sell the house, how the heck am I supposed to come up with the money? Oh, is that what you're worried about? Aha, of course. You would be, wouldn't you? I heard you were hit with a compensation claim for cheating right around the time I filed my slander charges against you. A double whammy. Oh, that's gotta be rough. Huh? Wait, how do you... What was it again? Having it off with a married man behind his wife's back? Not only that, but with your mom's approval, no less. Just when I thought you couldn't sink any lower. She's my mom. Of course she's going to be there to support me in my love life. There's nothing wrong with that. You guys have some weird views about the world. Huh? Anyway, Caitlin, more important than that, you were caught taking your lover's wife's belongings from their marital home, weren't you? Tisk tisk, someone's been a very naughty girl. Huh? What's wrong with that? What good are fancy branded bags, diamond rings, and pearl necklaces for a worn-out old hag like her? I pull them off 1,000,000 times better than she ever could. I look the bomb in my new gear. You see, Caitlin, there's this thing called theft, and it's illegal. Huh? Those things you took from their house were all your lover's wife's personal belongings. They didn't belong to you. Basically, you stole them, which means you committed a crime called theft. I don't know exactly what's going on with the whole thing, but if I had to guess, I'd say she was pissed off enough to file criminal charges against you. Am I right? It wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world if she asked for settlement money either, just like I am, would it? Go on, tell me. Am I right? No way. I presume she could have you legally forced to pay compensation for your part in her husband's affair. Is that why you were so desperate for cash you tried selling your parents' house? Things must be bad if those are the lengths you're going to. What the hell? If you knew the situation, why didn't you offer to pay her off for me? I'm your husband's little sister, goddammit! There's such a thing as familial obligations, you know. I tell you what, how does this sound? If you help me out on this one, I'll acknowledge you as his wife. Wow, you really are something else. Are you completely lacking in self-awareness? Can't you see how ridiculous what you're saying is? Ridiculous? How? Think about it. You're asking for money from someone filing criminal charges against you after you lied to get them ostracized from the family. What makes you think I'd want to help you? More importantly, that house is set to be sold soon, so make sure to get the heck out as soon as possible, okay? If you're still there after the sale is finalized, you'll have another crime on your rap sheet. What? It's called trespassing. Wait, seriously? But wait, if the house is sold, that means Grandma's gonna move out, right? I'll just go with her and live with her at her new place instead. Oh, Caitlin, dear, I'm afraid that won't be happening. Why not? To quote her, she ain't my granddaughter, so I ain't got a heckin' solitary darn reason to let the poisonous little brat live with me. Huh? Apparently she advised your dad to get a DNA test to find out if you're his real daughter right around the time I moved out. Huh? A DNA test? But why? She told me to tell you to ask your mother if you want the details. Something tells me it's a conversation you might want to sit down for. Huh? I don't follow it all. There's another reason you won't be living with her. She's moving abroad. What? Why? Because she's getting remarried to a Canadian. Remarried? To a Canadian? Who in their right mind would do such a thing? He's a widower just like her. They hit it off after meeting on a dating app, and she decided to go live with him up there so they could live out their retirements together. Why did no one tell me about any of this? Also, me and Calvin will be going with her. What? To Canada? But why would you do that? Ugh, my head hurts. You see, the thing is, her new fiancé is the CEO of a major company up there. It just so happens that Calvin works in the same industry, and he's been offered a very lucrative position at their HQ in Vancouver. No way, you two aren't cut out for life abroad. What could possibly make you think that? It's Canada, Caitlin, not North Korea. It's not like a pair of Americans like us will face much of a culture shock. Oh my God. I can't believe this is happening to me. I have to be dreaming, right? Right? I'm gonna wake up any moment now, I'm sure of it. I am gonna wake up, right? Okay, any moment now. I was supposed to be living my life on easy mode from here on out. Looks like you're finally getting your just desserts for using vicious lies as a weapon to destroy people's lives. What goes around comes around. Once me and Calvin have all of our loose ends tied up, we'll be leaving America for the foreseeable future. That includes the small matter of the settlement money you owe me. If you know what's good for you, you'll come up with it as soon as possible. Oh my God, I can't take this anymore. Caitlin tried to get a distant relative to lend her some money in desperation after realizing she had no other options. But word of her misdeeds had spread among the family by that point, and in an irony so rich you wouldn't believe it actually happened, she herself was now the criminal. The reply read, "Slander and theft? You're such a disappointment, Caitlin. The only one with a criminal record here is you." Suffice to say, she didn't receive a cent. Between that and the affair with the married man, she's now universally despised, the black sheep of the family. After a family meeting, it was determined that she was too dangerous to keep around, and with that, she was swiftly disowned. Last I heard, no one even replies to her messages anymore. Not only that, but Caitlin's parents divorced after the whole DNA test thing. Apparently no one's heard from either of them since. As for the money Caitlin owed me, she must have felt completely cornered and without options because rumor has it she went into the nighttime escort industry. How do I know, you ask? Well, it's not because she told me, that's for sure. But there were multiple sightings of her going into seedy motels with strange men, so it doesn't take a genius to put two and two together. Looks like her life on hard mode is just beginning.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Misty, you got a minute?
Hey, Stuart, what's up?
You're off of work this Saturday, aren't you?
Yeah, but there's still something I need to do that day. It'll take me like 3 or 4 hours. Why do you ask?
Ayana says she wants to bring her boyfriend by the house.
Hold on, back up. My little Ayana has a boyfriend?
Well, actually, it seems like he proposed to her a little while back, so I guess it'd be more accurate to say she has a fiancé. He says he wants to do it the old-fashioned way and come to ask us for a blessing.
Oh my God, that's incredible! What's he like? Did she say anything about him?
Ayana said he works at the same company as her and is 2 years older than her. His name's Tucker.
Wow, I seriously can't believe this. I'm so happy.
So, what do you say? Do you think we can make time on Saturday?
What time will they be over?
I thought that it would be nice to have him over for a nice dinner. Can order out so we can spend more time talking. If that works for you, I thought I'd have them come by at around 6 p.m., but what do you think?
6 p.m.? Oh, yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to be back at the house by then.
Great. I'll go ahead and tell Ayana that the plan is to have dinner around 6 then.
Oh, thanks, Stuart. Sorry, gotta go now. My boss is calling me.
Uh-oh. Should I take this to mean you'll be working late again tonight?
Probably, yeah. A couple of people called in sick today, and that means somebody has to pick up their slack, and that somebody is me. So I gotta get back to work now. Talk to you later.
Take care, and don't overdo it, Misty. Hey there, Yana. Just talked to your mom. She says Saturday is fine with her.
Great. So the plan is for 6 p.m., right?
Yep. We'll order delivery, so don't worry about making anything.
Gotcha. Thanks, Dad. I'll let Tucker know when I see him tonight. Speaking of tonight, is Mom working late again today?
Yep. Seems like her boss caught her on her way out the door.
Oh, her boss, huh? Dad, it's kind of hard to talk to you about this, but I mean, come on, you realize it, don't you?
Realize what?
That Mom's cheating on you.
Well...
And it's not just one guy either.
I guess you figured it out already, huh?
I'm not so dense as to not get what's happening when she's working late 5 nights a week and on weekends too. Plus, I actually kind of saw her. You know, with one of her boyfriends.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, it was about a year ago though. And what's worse, I heard her telling him, "Don't worry, my husband will never find out about us." I've been debating telling you about that for this whole time, and I just couldn't hold it in anymore. I'm sorry, Dad.
No, don't be sorry. I'm the one that should be sorry.
No, you have nothing to be sorry for. I mean, it can't be easy to tell your own daughter that her mom is having an affair. Oh, and by the way, Tucker knows about Mom's affairs too.
You talked to him about it?
I didn't have to. You know how I said I saw her with another guy? That was while the two of us were out on a date. I had already shown him a picture of my family, and with Mom and that guy being so close to our table, there was no way he wasn't going to realize it was her.
Boy, well, I guess the cat's out of the bag, huh?
Don't worry about Tucker, though. He understands what's really going on. He's on our side, 100%.
I see. That's nice to hear.
And while we're on the subject, there's something I need to ask you about.
What is it, Ayana?
I don't want Mom coming to our wedding. I'm not going to invite her.
I suppose I can understand why you'd feel that way.
So, if it's possible, I want to get everything taken care of before the day of the wedding.
I see.
Have you hired a private detective or something to get evidence against her? If there's anything Tucker and I can do, anything at all, let us know and we'll do it.
Ayana.
I know this has got to be an incredibly difficult time for you, but what Mom is doing to you is one of the worst kinds of betrayal in the world. We can't let her get away with this. We have to make sure she gets every single ounce of punishment that she deserves.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. To tell the truth, I've been thinking about when and how I should divorce her. And I guess the time has come. Hey, Misty, where are you? Ayana and Tucker just told me that they're heading over to our house right now.
Really? Oh my goodness, would you look at the time? I'm sorry, I'm going to be a little late to dinner, dear. It's taking quite a bit longer than I expected over here.
Gotcha.
Hey, Dad. Mom and the guy she's with just got out of the hotel room. Looks like they're taking the train back home. Tucker's driving us in his car, so we should have no trouble beating her there.
Okay, thanks. Hey, Ayana?
What is it, Dad?
I was thinking, it must be really painful for you to follow your own mother around like this. It's not like I'm hard up for cash. I can just hire a private detective to take care of the dirty work for us. You don't need to push yourself to do anything you're uncomfortable with, okay?
Don't worry about me, Dad. I'm fine. Actually, I'm glad to do this. This way, Mom will know the pain of having her own daughter not just know about her affair, but catch her in the act. I'm doing all of this willingly and gladly, Dad, so I fully intend to see it through to the end.
If you ever feel at any time like it's getting to be too much for you to handle, you let me know immediately. Got it?
I got it, Dad. Thanks for being concerned about me. We'll be there in about 10 minutes.
All right, see you then.
Hey, I have to tell you this. I just ran into Tucker a little bit ago.
Wow, really? Aren't you at work?
What a coincidence, right? We just so happened to both be in the same area on business. Oh, but that's not all. He told me I'm so beautiful. He thought I was Ayana's sister at first. Oh, can you believe it? Who says life ends at 30? I'm still as hot as I ever was.
Yeah, I'd say you definitely do look younger than your age.
I bet I could walk into any bar in the city and walk out with a young stud on my arm.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say you wouldn't have any trouble at all picking up a man. After all, you're cheating on me with 5 men as it is.
What?
So I'd say you deserve more compliments for your stamina than your looks. It can't be easy to juggle that many men at once.
What are you talking about?
I'll have to cut myself off there. All the things I want to say to you right now would make even the saltiest sailor blush. So you're just gonna have to fill in the blanks for yourself.
You're not making any sense. What are you trying to say?
Oh, come on, Misty. You're shameless, but not stupid. I know you're cheating on me, so you can drop the act.
What? Wait. Oh no. Stuart, did I text your number?
Yep.
I meant to text that to a friend of mine just now.
Ah, so that explains why you were acting so dumbfounded just now. Let me guess. You meant to text your accomplice just now, am I right?
No.
The two of you are both cheating on your husbands, and so you use one another to invent alibis for whenever you're with your boyfriends. Do I have all that correct?
No, that's not true.
You've been working so hard for these last 12 years to perfectly conceal your identity, but it looks like the jig is up finally. I'll give you an A for effort, though.
Stuart, I'm not having an affair.
Don't worry. Your accomplice's husband already knows about her part in your scheme, and she's currently getting a heaping helping of her just desserts as we speak.
Oh no.
But enough about her. Let's talk about your infidelity, shall we? Granted, I haven't yet been able to identify some of your past boyfriends, so we'll start with just the guys you're currently fooling around with. 1. One of your subordinates at your company. 2. The sales director of one of your client firms.
How?
3. The husband of one of your friends. 4. Some random guy you met on the internet. 5. A former classmate you ran into at a class reunion.
No, you don't understand.
That's all 5 of them. And every single one of them is also married.
But you see...
And to top it all off, you were trying to make Tucker your 6th man, weren't you?
What? No, that's ridiculous. What kind of monster do you think I am? I would never make a pass at my own daughter's fiancé.
I'm very experienced, sweetie. I can please you in ways that little girl will never be able to. Plus, can you imagine the thrill, having both your gorgeous wife and her gorgeous mother? I'm starting to sweat just thinking about it, darling. And don't you worry, Ayana will never know a thing. She won't even get suspicious.
Wait, that's impossible.
You're almost 50, and you're sending the heart emoji in every single post? That's almost as embarrassing as flirting with your own daughter's fiancé. Almost.
How? How did you know that?
Tucker has been cooperating with me from the very beginning. You got played.
Played? What do you mean?
Oh, for the love of God, you still don't get it. What? Did you actually think a guy like Tucker would be at all interested in an old woman like you? It was all an act.
An act?
Tucker and Ayana saw you while you were out on a date with one of your boyfriends. They both know.
No!
Yes, Misty. We all know. Me, Tucker, and Ayana. We know that for the last 12 years you've been cheating on me with 5 different men at any given time. So like I said, you can drop the act, Misty. It's over.
Oh, this can't be happening.
To be honest, I do feel like a complete fool for not noticing sooner than I did. The signs were all there from the very beginning. And due to both my obliviousness and complacency, it's taken me far too long to come to this point. But at last, the end is in sight.
The end? What do you mean? The end of what?
I'm talking about our marriage, you idiot. We're getting a divorce.
What? Are you completely out of your mind? Our daughter is going to get married soon. Don't you get it? Are you going to humiliate your own daughter by divorcing her mother when the wedding is not but a few months away? What will you tell Tucker's parents?
Oh, you don't need to worry about them at all.
What? Of course I do.
Nope. Tucker has already talked about the whole thing to them. And they gave their terms.
Terms? What terms?
They said that they would only give their blessing to the marriage if I divorced you before the day of the wedding.
Well, that's insane.
But that's honestly beside the point. Ayana herself told me that she wants me to divorce you before our wedding.
Ayana told you that? I don't believe you.
Believe it or not, it's true. She said that she doesn't want you to come to the wedding.
Oh, that can't be. I'm her mother. She can't do this to me.
Maybe that will show you exactly how terrible of a mother and person you've been. You were cheating on me for 12 years. You're cheating with 5 different men right now. What the hell is wrong with you? I don't mean to take the responsibility for what you've done away from you, but do you think you might actually have some sort of mental illness? That's the only way it would all make sense. Even if that were the case, I just don't have the mental fortitude to stay married to a woman who's been betraying me for 12 years. My heart wouldn't be able to take it.
Oh, please, Stuart. Oh, let's calm down for a moment and talk about this, all right?
If you want to talk, you can talk to my lawyer. I've already hired one, so no, I'm not changing my mind. I'm divorcing you.
I can't believe you. How could you get so upset over a little affair? Fine, have it your way. I don't need you anymore. I'll be out of your life forever. Is that what you want? As for Ayana, I'll have a talk woman to woman with her. She'll come to see my point of view.
Wow, you really think so? Okay, I guess you can go ahead and give it your best shot. I wouldn't get your hopes up, though.
Hi, Ayana. So I guess you know about everything, but you understand where I'm coming from, right? You're a woman just like me, after all. Oh, you must know how good it would feel to have all sorts of men pining for you, no matter how old you get. That's all it was. I just wanted to feel like a woman. If that's what you really want, then why did you get married to Dad in the first place? What? I bet it must be nice to have a bunch of men in the palm of your hand, but once you get married to one of them, aren't you supposed to, stop doing that? Not to mention, even if you were single, seeing 5 men at the same time. There's a 4-letter word for that, and it starts with an S. Ayana! All I need is just one man who cares about me more than anything else in the world, and that's enough for me. I know he would never betray me, and there is nothing that could ever make me betray him. And to think, you even tried to get your hands on him, too. It wasn't enough for you to just betray Dad. You had to betray your own daughter, too. Well, I don't need any mother who would do that to me. Ayana, what are you saying? I'm saying I never want to see or hear from you ever again. Goodbye. Stuart! What is the meaning of this? I just got served lawsuits from the wives of all 5 of my boyfriends. Explain yourself, Stuart. What did you do? There's no way I could afford to pay off all of them. This will ruin me. Stuart, pick up the phone right now.
After some conversations and a lot of begging and pleading, Misty was able to settle with some of the wives for less than they were asking for in their lawsuits. But she had been seeing the others for several years at that point, and those wives weren't willing to budge. In fact, at trial, the jury awarded them more than they were asking for. As for me, I felt that the wives of the men she was cheating with deserved to get as much as possible, so I only sued her for the bare minimum amount. I worked it out with my lawyer so that we left her with just enough funds to pay them all off and leave her with as close to nothing as possible. That wasn't the end for her, however. Some of the men she had been cheating with were co-workers and employees of client firms. Her superiors were terrified of the kind of damage a scandal like this could do to the company's reputation, so they promptly fired her once it all came to light. Our divorce was finalized, and Misty is now faced with the prospect of being an unemployed, broke, and single almost 50-year-old, without any money to polish her feminine appeal. She completely lost the youthful beauty she had used to attract all her partners up until now. The last I heard, she was living in a subsidized apartment building and working a part-time job at minimum wage, just barely scraping by.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Johnny, did you already leave for work? Have a great day.
Sasha, did you come home in the morning again? It was your class reunion yesterday, right?
Yep, with all my old classmates from middle school. It was super duper fun.
I messaged you countless times. I asked whether you needed a lift home or what time I should expect you back. But you didn't even open them. You just totally ignored me. Where were you?
Oopsie, sorry, sweetie. I was having such a blast talking to everyone after it had been so long. We ended up going to 4 separate bars. After that, those of us who were left behind after surviving the onslaught of beer and cocktails went back to one of the girls' houses who lived close by, where we all slept in a huddle on the floor.
You slept in a huddle on the floor? Jesus, Sasha, you're not in college anymore. I'm not necessarily against you staying over at people's places, but you should at least let me know first. I was worried. I didn't know whether something might have happened to you.
I wanted to tell you, babe, but I thought you might get angry at me.
Get mad with you? About what?
Because some of the people I slept on the floor with were guys. 3 of them.
What? There were guys there? Are you being serious?
Sure there were guys, but there were girls there too. No one was interested in doing anything like that, and nothing like that happened, so chill.
It's not about whether there were girls there or whether anything happened. That's not the point. So, not only did you sleep out without telling me, but you also slept with a bunch of dudes on someone's floor? Of course I'm going to be annoyed when I hear that. Who wouldn't be?
Oopsie, did I make you feel jealous, honey bunny? Sorry. I did feel like I should have let you know first, but I was worried that you'd get mad. And hey, that's exactly what you're doing right now, so I guess I was right not to tell you, huh? But I swear, Johnny, nothing happened. The guys and the girls slept in different rooms, so chill. I promise I won't do it again. Will you forgive me? Pretty please?
God damn it, Sasha. What am I going to do with you? You think you can get away with anything by speaking like a baby and sending me hearts, don't you?
Yep, 'cause you're super duper kind. I'll be more careful from now on, so please will you forgive me? Pretty please with a cherry on top.
God damn it. Fine. But I mean it. You better not do it again. We're married now, so you need to respect the fact that there are lines that don't get crossed. You can't just go drifting around from sofa to sofa like you did back when you were in college. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Affirmative, sir.
All right. Well, I'm going to be arriving at the office soon.
Have a good day. Hey, Sasha. Was everything okay with you today? You didn't end up messaging your husband last night after we went back to Sophie's place with the guys, did you? Didn't he get mad at you? Nope, he was totally fine about it. I said I'd never do it again, and he forgave me just like he always does. My husband's just as much of a pushover as ever. Oh yeah, listen to this. He didn't get mad about me not messaging him, but he flipped out something chronic when I told him I slept on the floor with the guys. Isn't that just the cutest thing ever? Sasha, how many times did I tell you to message your husband last night? In spite of that, you completely ignored all of his messages. Did you do it on purpose? Let me guess, just another example of your obsession with intentionally making him feel jealous? Can you blame me? Johnny is so cute when he's jealous. He makes me feel so loved whenever he thinks he's losing me. It's the best. It kind of makes me want to keep doing it every now and then. You have been doing it for a long time now, huh? You intentionally go out of your way to hang out with other guys even though you have a husband. You go on dates with them, you go on blind dating events. It seems like everything you do is somehow aimed at making your poor husband think you're having an affair. Is it any wonder he ends up getting so mad with you? It's a miracle he doesn't break up with you. I think he's so cool when he seethes and rages at all these guys I hang out with. It's like he perceives them as threats. When he puffs out his chest like some jealous gorilla and tells me to stop doing it, it's the cutest thing ever. Johnny's jealous face is my favorite thing in the whole wide world. You know, ethics aside, what you're doing is actually weirdly impressive, Sasha. I don't know anyone with nearly half as much nerve as you. I had no idea you'd carry on like this after you got married, too. don't get me wrong, I'm not condoning it. But I know that if I tried any of the stuff you do, I'd be out on the streets with a suitcase full of my stuff. I'd be lucky if he even gave me the money for a taxi. Not that I'd ever do that. Johnny really must be the kindest man on earth not to wash his hands with you after all you've done to him. Right? He really is super duper kind. He's kind, he's a pushover, and he's so incredibly cute. To be honest, he's so kind, it's worrying. But actually, you know what, Tiff? Lately, I can't help but feel like he hasn't been getting jealous enough. When he used to get jealous, he'd puff out his chest, go bright red, and lose his rag with me. But these days, he barely seems to react, like nothing more than a, "Oh, you did it again," kind of look, and then he just carries on with whatever he was doing. When he does get mad, it barely seems to last a minute before he's back to normal. Isn't that because you do it to him so much? It's only normal he's gonna get used to it. Why not just stop? If you're not careful, his feelings for you might disappear. Johnny's feelings? For me? No way. That simply ain't happening. Johnny loves me more than anything. I just wish he'd go bright red like a tomato like he used to. I wonder if he'd react like he used to if I did something a little wilder for a change. Let's give it a try. Don't do anything crazy. You might end up regretting it this time, Sasha. Yeah, whatever. Of course I won't. Oh, a parcel just arrived from my mom. I gotta go deal with this. Let's go for some more drinks sometime, sweetie, okay? See ya. Hey, Johnny, take a look at this. I'm currently at a hotel with some guy who started hitting on me on the street. His game was so smooth. Just kidding. Did you get jealous? Sorry, babe. I really wanted you to get jealous again. I was just playing around. Please don't be mad with me, babe. Johnny? Hello? Are you there? Huh? Oh, Sasha? What are you doing? Huh? What was that photo all about? Who was that man? It wasn't Johnny, was it? Huh? What the hell are you doing? Huh? Wait a sec. Is that my mom? Whoa. Why the heck are you here, Mom? Forget that. You're the one who just sent that picture. Oh, what the hell was it? Explain yourself. You were at a hospital with some guy who hit on you in the street? What in the devil's name is that supposed to mean? That is cheating, young lady. No way. It wasn't like that. No, seriously, you've got this all wrong. I made a mistake. Just please forget this ever happened. What kind of mistake could you possibly have made that would lead you to sending that? No way. Oh, did you actually intend to send that to Johnny? Oh, I can't believe you'd send your own husband a picture of you cheating on him with another man. Oh, what the hell is wrong with you, young lady? You are sick in the head if you think this is funny. No. Please, just listen to me. I'm not cheating. I swear. Like I said, I made a mistake is all. A simple, honest mistake. I just asked one of my friends to pose so I could send Johnny something that looked like that for a prank. That's all. I'm not cheating on him. I swear I never have and I never would. What? I don't understand what the hell would possess you to do something like that. What reason could you possibly have to do something so mean-spirited and insensitive? Well, if you're asking me the reason... Okay, this might sound weird, but believe me, to me it makes sense. Okay, are you ready? Here goes. So you see, the thing is, lately, Johnny hasn't been getting as jealous as he used to. Even if I go to drinking parties with guys or sleep over at people's houses on the floor when there are other guys there, he doesn't really get mad anymore. That's why I thought if I made it look like I was cheating on him, maybe he'd actually be genuinely jealous again for a change. I just wanted to make Johnny a teeny weeny bit jealous, that's all. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with it? What's right with it? I can't believe you do this for such a messed up reason. You are 29 years old, for crying out, Sasha. You're an adult, a married adult. You don't pull this kind of insane stunt because you want to make someone jealous. It's unacceptable. Stop acting like such a child. Johnny is so good to you. He treats you like a princess. He's always there when you need him. You know he'd do anything for you, and this is how you repay him? By going to hang out with a different guy whenever the mood takes you? For a married woman to go to a hotel with another man is cheating, plain and simple. How did this happen? I certainly didn't raise you to be such an unfaithful little harlot. Oh my God, Mom, don't call me that. I swear I'm not cheating. How many times do I have to tell you? You have to believe me, Mom. How exactly am I supposed to believe you after seeing a picture like that? No, thank you. I think I'll believe my eyes on this one, you stupid little moron. What on earth possessed you to get involved with another man? When you finally managed to get yourself such a kind, loving husband, you should be ashamed of yourself. Why do I feel like I'm talking to a brick wall here? Like I said, you're wrong. It wasn't an affair, and I wouldn't do that. Even Johnny knows that I'm not cheating on him. He forgives me every time. No way. How could he? You do nothing but take advantage of that boy's kindness. Don't come crying to me if he divorces you. You'll only have yourself to blame. Divorce? Geez, Mom, stop being so overly dramatic. He wouldn't do that. There's just no way. Wait, you're not gonna go telling him anything you shouldn't, are you? Mom? Shut your mouth, young lady. I am sick of you. I feel awful for Johnny, that poor thing. He suffered so awfully at the hands of my vindictive daughter. He must be so hurt. I can only imagine the depths of his pain. As your mother, I can't let this slide. I'm telling your father about this. We will all be discussing this as a family. If it turns out Johnny does decide he wants a divorce, I want you to understand you have absolutely no right to refuse or try to change his mind. If that's what he decides he wants, then you're to accept it, do as he asks, and say no more on the matter. Do I make myself clear? Huh? What the hell? Nuh-uh, you don't get to make decisions on my future like this. Stop it. Like I said, I am not cheating on Johnny. Stop sticking your nose in where it doesn't belong. This is none of your business. This is between me and Johnny, so go away. Johnny, did my mom say anything to you?
Your mom told me everything. I saw the picture too.
Wait a sec. Don't get the wrong idea, okay? Don't divorce me, okay? We're not getting a divorce. You love me, don't you, Johnny? I'm your special little princess and your adorable love muffin. Well, say it. Say you love me.
Sasha.
I just wanted you to get jealous like you used to, that's all. You understand, don't you? It was just a joke that got a little out of hand, that's all. Please explain to my mom this is all one big misunderstanding, please.
So, you wanted to make me jealous, huh?
Yep, exactly, that's right. You'll forgive me like you always do, won't you? You wouldn't divorce me over this, would you?
Enough is enough, Sasha. I can't take this anymore. Divorce is the only option.
What?
I'm tired of getting angry every time you cheat on me. You say you did it because you wanted to make me feel jealous. But the truth is, you just enjoy hanging out with other guys, don't you? You enjoy the feeling of being wanted that it gives you. Then, as well as that, you enjoy the feeling of being wanted you get when I get mad about it. I'm no psychologist, but my guess is it's like a double whammy of overcompensation for your chronic lack of self-love. I used to find it kinda cute before we got married, because I genuinely believed you weren't doing it on purpose. And I convinced myself you'd change when we got married. But then we did, and if anything, you got worse. I can't take it anymore. I have no interest in being with a girl who lets other guys put their grubby hands all over her.
No, wait, Johnny, please. If this bugs you so much, why didn't you say anything about it until now? Why am I only hearing all this now when you're divorcing me? I swear I'll never do it again. Please, just don't divorce me. Anything but divorce.
How many times have I heard that by now? I swear I'll stop. I swear I'll never do it again. But it was a lie literally every single time. Your word is totally meaningless to me now. How can I stay committed to spending the rest of my life with someone like that? I'll never believe another word that comes out of your mouth. Sure, I won't deny it. I do share some responsibility for enabling you by putting up with it or looking the other way. Time and time again, but no more. I've reached my wit's end with you. I'm out.
Johnny, wait, please don't do this. You're making the biggest mistake of your life. I swear I'll never do anything like this ever again. I mean it this time.
Nope. No more chances. I mean it this time. My mind is made up and my will is firm. I'm moving out of the house. You can invite as many guys over as you like now.
But why? No, don't do this, Johnny. I'm begging you, please. I'm sorry. Will you give me the chance to apologize? I need to see you. Just wait there, okay? I'm so sorry. I swear I'll never do anything like this again. If I do, you can divorce me next time, okay? I won't try and stop you. Please, just give me one more chance. Please, forgive me.
Sasha spammed me with countless hysterical messages after that, eventually leaving me no choice but to block her once and for all. I took the bare minimum of belongings I needed to get by, and booked myself into the first business hotel I could find. A few days later, I got a message from the in-laws asking if we could meet up to discuss a few things. I agreed to meet them in a small family diner by the highway. To my surprise, Sasha was there when I arrived, and before I even had time to make sense of my surroundings, the three of them were on their knees at my feet apologizing profusely. I explained my reasons for the divorce, with an emphasis on their daughter's compulsive cheating habit, in explicit detail before handing Sasha a set of signed divorce papers. She burst into tears while shrieking, "I don't want a divorce. I don't wanna. Like a child who didn't get their way. But to be totally honest, my romantic interest in Sasha was so totally non-existent by this point that the only thing on my mind was getting her to sign the papers as quickly as possible, so I could get back to my hotel room in time for the football game. Eventually, Sasha's parents, realizing I was serious about the divorce, and absolutely not willing to forgive her under any circumstances, scolded their daughter before calming her down and making her sign the papers. Then, me and her dad decided how our assets would be split and how much compensation she was gonna owe me. All things considered, the whole thing went a lot smoother than I expected. Sasha's dad, who used to be a military commander, told me he and his wife had decided to take their wayward daughter in at their house for the time being. Apparently, he already devised a strict surveillance and housework regime to, in his words, teach her some discipline, and ensure she never escapes, which means the days of Sasha causing me trouble are now officially in the past. Yeehaw!
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.